Hello, hi, my name is Beza and I'm here to present my persuasive speech. And today I'm going to present about sex in the media. And I'm going to persuade my audience how sex in the media have a harm in our society and how it should be limited. It is an embarrassing experience when we are sitting with our kids, with our parents, or elders that we respect, and a commercial or a TV scene comes in, and it makes us very uncomfortable to watch and just so becomes so cringy. Even sometimes when we're sitting alone and we just watch a commercial or something on TV that has a sex scene and we just feel like so uncomfortable by it, and that's not a great experience. Media is a great way to approach people, but it can be a silent killer too. So that's why sex in the media has to be limited. There are two main reasons that I want to talk about today. The first one is how sex in the media objectifies women sexually, and the other one is how it have a negative effect on the younger generations. So when I say about how sex in the media objectifies women, I mean that it programs the minds of people into thinking of women as an object to fulfill sex. Different advertisements of food, hygiene, cars, houses, or different type of things are introduced into the media in a manner that has absolutely nothing to do with that. Being a woman is a privilege and it's a very beautiful thing, but it also have a hardship. And the media portrays women in a not helpful way for that. Francine Rosaline, who is a social personality and physiologist, said, "Advertising is a pervasive form of media to which people do not often give conscious attention, and therefore its social messages are likely to remain unquestioned." Yes, women have their rights to their bodies, but however, when we investigate how their bodies are being portrayed on a TV, it have a trend. Like it's usually a tall, skinny, beautiful woman that does the advertising that are ideal woman we always see, and then in the real life it's not real, but it biases the generations, it biases the audience's mind into thinking that that's the ideal woman, that's what women should look like, but when you come to reality it doesn't exist. But most importantly, women's role in a society is affected because how they are presented in the media is not reflecting the real world. Objectifying women is overusing the female sexuality to a point where personal attributes as a human being is being disgraced. As an audience, we've seen a commercial where a bunch of women are washing a car in a bikini, and at the end it becomes a burger commercial, which has nothing to do with it but just objectifies women sexually. The media is a powerful tool to change our society by giving women important and influential roles, so they are not perceived as sexual objects. Now that we have covered how it sexually objectifies women, let's move on to how it impacts our younger generations. Sex and the media have a very negative effect on the sexual behavior of our young generations. It is one of the key factors that are leading to a high number of teen pregnancy and STD spread among the youngsters. According to a journal from American Academy of Pediatricians, which is American Association of Pediatricians, stated that there is a major disconnect between what mainstream media portrays casual sex and sexuality with no consequences, and what children and teenagers need straightforward information about how sexuality and the need for contraception when having sex. People might argue saying that teenagers or the younger generations know a lot about sex or can take care of themselves, not from just the media, but that's not wrong. We are what we see. And imagine if the media can influence the old people, the mature people, imagine how much it can affect the younger generations. The youngsters are introduced to sexual activities in a very inappropriate way possible, and they are not taught about the consequences of the after sex, what comes in about after they had sex. They eventually engage in sexual activities not knowing what really to expect after that. So they are not in any position to deal with teen pregnancy, STDs, and the consequences, and the social stigma that comes along with it. Now, it may not directly affect us since we are not mothers now, since we don't have kids now. But is this what we want our kids to grow up with, dealing when we have kids in the future? We should always question ourselves. So we saw two major reasons why sex should not dominate the media and how it should be limited in the media. First, it objectifies women and creates stereotype for women. And the second one is it influences adolescents into unwanted sexual activities. Teens are in no position to deal with consequences of sex. So to people who might disagree with me, I hope I have led you to think of this in a different angle. So when we conclude, sex is being portrayed in the media for something that it's not, and it's not okay. So I encourage you to give this thought and not let the media change your way of beliefs about sex. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it.